Hello everybody, it is Chris. It is also the last day of corn planting, unless something explodes. I'm farming extra ugly today, no-tilling into last year's wheat, which I then, well, my cousin knifed hog manure in here. So you can kind of, it might not come out as good on screen, but there's streaks where the cover crop oats are taller. You can tell they've tapped into the manure. Loving it. So yes, I planted a cover crop of oats, and normally our winters kill oats off, but the couple of times we had good cold snaps, we also had snow cover, and these things made it through. They're pretty much the flag leaf. It was tempting to leave a small part and come in and spray just for oats. Now there's some let's see, purple dead nettle. A lot of chickweed out here, which they're both pretty easy to take care of. Poor man's cover crop, in my opinion. But we're getting her in the ground. I've checked. Let's see, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I'm sure after watching me plow, you're probably like, why is he no-tilling? But I no-till almost all my corn. That spot I did plow up has got corn on it. I do love to plow. I love the look of a freshly plowed field, but I also see the benefits of cover crops and no-till, especially on my sandy soil. I know it doesn't work for everyone, but it works for me. And let's see, I was gonna been out here for a little while. The oil's gotten warmed up in the tractor, so it's gonna bring the air. No, it's not too bad. Gonna readjust the air pressure a little bit. I power my blower off the tractor, so it especially this was a cool morning. We were down in the upper 30s, so for the first hour or so the fan turns a little slower, just because the oil's a little thicker until the tractor gets good and warmed up. Then it'll pick up speed, because then the thinner oil, warmer oil, can travel through everything better, and so I usually have to readjust the air pressure a little bit. She's been doing a good job. Of course, pretty much all new iron on it and bearings and whatnot. It should be. Not a whole lot left. I mean, there's a lot of field over there, but I've actually got everything coming up pretty much. There's a narrow strip here because there's a drainage ditch right in there, county drain, there's where Herman got stuck. So I came up to it from that side for that, and then started from that side. I'm gonna meet in the middle, because of course it's not a perfectly square field, and it'll look better out by the road. Just a gorgeous day. So I've readjusted my air. Let's go keep at it. Lowered her a little too much. Yeah, it's slipping. Full 18 speeds of power shift. Just a tap of a lever. Let's see how the 910 shift in these is notorious for being a little rough, especially when they're colder. Of course, this is all warmed up now. Slight hesitation. Nothing terrible. Now we'll go from 10 to 9, because there used to be some buildings in this spot, so there could be some rocks and whatnot. Slow down just a little bit. a woodchuck mound. As I was saying, before I was so brutally shaken, running about 4.8 miles an hour. Used to run a little over 5. Seems like with my rocks and stuff, you start seeing more damage when you get over 5. Also, the impacts and stuff are more likely to make the seeds drop off the seed disc. So, take a little more time and do it right. So I've slowed it down just a little bit. Yeah, my monitor's saying I might have turned the air down just a touch too much. It was kind of bumpy back there. 29.7 planter average. That's 29.7 thousand. Row 1's planting 30.2 thousand. Row 2, that's a wire in the harness or something. I've replaced the sensor. I have done all sorts of things, and it just runs low. You put 6 bags of seed in, 1 in each hopper, and they will all run out at pretty much the same time, which is, you know, pretty much a sign you're doing it right. If you're planting doubles, they're not all going to plant the same amount of doubles, so chances are one of them's going to run out before the other. Same with if you're too low, you're getting skips. They're gonna, that's the other thing. Number 2 will give me false positives when it's not running. It's been doing it for years. I think I've even pulled the connector apart. I think it's something in there. I couldn't find anything obvious, but so I just live with it. Yeah, it might have just been that rough ground. Now they're all reading right about 30,000. 30.4, 30.3, 29.8 planter average, but that's actually a false low because the number 2 reading wrong. It's saying 29.7 on number 1, 30.4, 30.1. She's doing good. So, anyways, I should be able to get this field all wrapped up by time for lunch. Then it'll be time to move on to soybeans. Things have been drying out really good. You can see, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a track there from when they spread fertilizer. They left a little bit of a track, not ruts, just enough to kind of rototill the weeds that were there in the oats. So I didn't even bother coming in and disking it or anything. So I should be able to make it through that all right. I've got headlands planted right over in there, so I made it through that stuff all right. Basically out of fertilizer, which is fine. This last few acres can go without starter fertilizer, and that way I ain't got any left on the planter. They'll still grow. So yeah, let's see. I've had a fertilizer opener disc come off, and that was because I bought a cheaper one that fit the bolt pattern, but the disc did not overlap the bearing, and so the bearing could walk right out of the hub. So, well, I bought that a couple years ago and forgot about it when I put it on. It was still brand new, but I basically need to make a steel plate in there to hold the bearing in. But I had an extra one of the right kind, so I swapped that out. I had one closing wheel, oh, the nut must have come loose because it came off, but the bolt was there and it was fine, so that didn't take long to remedy. That's about it. Tractor threw me a error code 36 twice from the transmission, and it was only for a moment. I think that's a coil reading or something. And it went right back to working right, so probably should get a coil and have it on hand in case it ever really does die, but it seems to just be a transient issue that happens every once in a while. And if it ain't broke, we're not going to fix it. If you're wondering what the other monitor above the planter monitor is, that's just a wireless camera monitor for the wagons. When I pull on the wagons in the fall, camera on the back of each one, and they connect to that. Nothing I can watch Netflix on. And if you're wondering why the round bales are out there, they are marking the edge of the wetland. The FSA office was complaining about me getting a little too close to it, so I paid money to have them come out and flag it. And there are flags down there in the grass and stuff, but I made some just grass round bales, weed round bales to plop down in basically the corners, so the spray guys can see it good, I can see it good, and we keep the government happy. I should have complained when they determined that a wetland, because it has a county drain going through the middle of it. But I also felt like choose your battles. It wasn't really that big of a change. I wasn't going to gain that much, but what I would have gained is straight rows. I can file to have it redetermined, but it's a big process, so probably won't end up doing anything about it. Shame on me for not doing anything about it when it first came through, but I also thought it basically is a wetland and don't need to ruffle anyone's feathers and have them get upset about something else. So I let it go. So we are following their little flags, staying outside of them, so everybody's got clean drinking water from a county drain. Well, crazy as it seems, got that side done and this side done in just this short little strip, and it came out about perfect for 6 rows. They might be just a little bit close, the guess rows, but I mean, we're not even talking 100 feet here. Man, couldn't have planned, or yeah, couldn't have done that if I planned on it. There it is. The corn is all in the ground. I know everybody will be asking. 356 acres, which is about what I was figuring, so that comes out awesome. I got 2 bags of seed left over, almost nothing left in the planter, which I usually buy a couple extra just to be safe. So wow, let's hope this kind of luck keeps going. Good job, tractor. Good job, planter. And thank you everybody for watching. It's just about lunchtime. That worked out good. So I'm gonna head up and grab some lunch and move on to soybean-like things. As always, appreciate everybody watching and hope to see you in the next one.